You guys do a lot of outside work now? You guys still work outside?
Yeah, I'm on sick go outside.
Huh?
I'm on sick go outside. I work outside every day.
Okay. Even when it's like a little snow, like that Friday when it's snowing?
Below zero, everything.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they, 9 o'clock. You know?
No,
Keep going, huh?
keep going. I guess you gotta work when you can, right?
Yeah.
It must be out of time if it's doing that, I'm thinking.
You got your timing too far advanced.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Pre-ignition, yeah.
Yeah, it's driving me nuts. I know something, I can tell.
You got a point system?
Call me to order. Call the roll.
Mr. Broderick?
Here.
Mr. Cox?
Here.
Mr. Crompton?
Here.
Ms. Fiding? Here. Mr. Kella?
Here.
Mr. Moore?
Here.
Mr. Orlando?
Here.
Mr. Rusnellis?
Here.
Mr. Strong?
Here.
Okay, Mr. Chairman and members of the board, our first item on the agenda is Z-2-18, the reclassification of 316 Sherman Street from R3, and that's 1 and 2 family residential, to R2 single family residential zoning. The petitioner in this matter has requested that this petition be tabled until the June 21st, 2018 Plan Commission meeting in order to give the petitioner adequate time to complete the necessary repairs to the property and fully convert the structure to a single-family home. Planning staff is in favor of this request.
Very good. A motion's in order for Z-2-18.
I'll make a motion.
Second. Call the roll.
Mr. Cox?
Aye.
Mr. Crompton?
Aye.
Ms. Fiding? Aye. Mr. Kella?
Aye.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Mr. Orlando?
Aye.
Mr. Rusnellis?
Aye.
Mr. Broderick?
Aye.
Mr. Strong?
Aye.
Next item on the agenda is A-1-18 and Z-3-18. That would be the annexation of 4 parcels located near the southeast corner of Brandon Road and Zurich Road, classification to I-2, general industrial zoning, and approval of an annexation agreement, along with the reclassification of 1 parcel located at 1808 Brandon Road from IT, and that's intermodal terminal zoning, to I-2 general industrial zoning. The applicant in this matter is Vulcan Lands LLC. They are also the owner. Requested action, annexation, classification to I-2 zoning, approval of an annexation agreement, amendment and reclassification of 1 parcel from IT to I-2. Purpose is to allow the expansion of an adjacent quarry operation. Again, existing zoning is R3, and that's county residential, and A1, county agricultural. Location is the southeast corner of Brandon and Zurich Roads. The size of the subject parcel is 16.84 acres, and the existing land use is residential and agricultural. Surrounding land use and zoning to the north is a public utility in unincorporated county. To the south is quarry, I-2. To the east is quarry, I-2, and to the west is industrial, unincorporated rural county. Under site history, the annexation, classification to I-2 zoning, and approval of an annexation agreement for the Steffes property, which consists of 136 acres, was approved to allow a quarry operation in November 1994. In December 2009, the mayor and city council approved an amendment to the existing annexation agreement to allow an additional 38 acres and to reclassify the property from IT to I-2 zoning. Approval of the reclassification of an additional 31 acres from I-1 to I-2 zoning, and approval of an amendment to the annexation agreement, which was approved in December of 2010. Under special information, the Vulcan Quarry has been in operation in this area for over 100 years. The original site off of South Chicago Street closed around 1994 and has become a clean construction and demolition debris field site. The current proposal for annexation, classification, annexation agreement approval, and reclassification will allow the continued operation of the existing quarry into the near future. The additional 18.2 acres will be incorporated into the existing quarry, and will be made a part of the amended annexation agreement. The proposed expansion area will be located behind a new extension of the 20-foot tall berm and will not be visible from the street. The expansion will not require the relocation of the existing entrance, excuse me, which is off of Learway Road, a perimeter security fence, which will be located on the backside of the berm and will remain in place. All operating restrictions established in the 1994 annexation agreement will remain in place and apply to the expansion. These restrictions include the following: no blasting within 500 feet of any school building or dwelling, no blasting during school hours, no blasting on non-school days before 1 p.m. or after 5 p.m., no blasting on holidays, no mining within 200 feet of any road. Wheeled washers and street sweepers are required. State blasting standards will be enforced. It should be noted that Vulcan agreed to extend the 1994 annexation agreement in 2010, which had 5 years remaining on it at the time, for an additional 15 years. The amended agreement expires in 2029. During the term of the agreement, the city receives a minimum royalty of $50,000 per year, plus an additional royalty based on sales. All public improvements will be required as per the Public Works and Utilities departments. This will include improvements to both Zurich and Brandon roads, and that concludes the staff report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Could we have the petitioner on this item, please?
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, Michael Hansen, 111 North Ottawa Street, representing Vulcan Lands, LLC. I also have representatives of the Vulcan company here. If you have any questions, we agree with the staff report.
Any comments or questions from the commission? Any comments or questions from the audience? Please come up to the microphone, state your name for the record.
My name is Mary Baskerville, and I just wanted to correct the record about the existing area to the adjacent to it. We have two residential properties, 1807 and 1815 Brandon Road, directly west of the quarry.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments or questions from the audience? Hearing none, then a motion is in order for A-1-18 and Z-3-18.
So moved. Second.
Call the roll.
Mr. Crompton?
Aye.
Ms. Fide?
Aye.
Mr. Kella?
Aye.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Mr. Orlando?
Aye.
Mr. Rusnellis?
Aye.
Mr. Broderick?
Aye.
Mr. Cox?
Aye.
Mr. Strong?
Aye.
Next item on the agenda is A-2-18, and that is the annexation of 8 parcels near the former Silver Cross Hospital, located at Maple Road and Hebert Street. Classification to RB, restricted business zoning, and approval of an annexation agreement. The applicant in this matter is Silver Cross Hospital. They are the owners. Requested action is annexation, classification to RB, restricted business zoning, and approval of an annexation agreement at the City Council. The purpose is to annex and reclassify parcels owned by Silver Cross Hospital to be consistent with the zoning of other parcels at the former Silver Cross Hospital campus. Location: 8 parcels near the former Silver Cross Hospital located at Maple Road and Hebert Street. Size is 5.5 acres. Existing land use, vacant land. Surrounding land use and zoning: to the north is residential, unincorporated, and R3. To the south is residential and medical, with several zonings, RB, R2, and R3. To the east is residential, as well as some unincorporated land, and the zoning would be R3 and R2. To the west is residential and medical, with RB and R2 zonings in the city and some unincorporated Will County parcels. Under site history, on December 19th, 2017, the City Council annexed the same 8 parcels of land near the former Silver Cross Hospital located at Maple Road and Hebert Street and zoned these subject parcels to RB, restricted business. The City Council subsequently repealed the annexation and zoning classification of these parcels on February 6, 2018, due to the original annexation, including incorrect PIN numbers and legal descriptions for some of the 8 parcels. Therefore, petition A-2-18 represents a new petition with corrected PINs and legal descriptions for all 8 parcels, including the parcel information that was previously incorrect. Under special information, Silver Cross Hospital owns 8 vacant parcels of land near the former Silver Cross Hospital campus that they would like annexed into the city and reclassified as RB restricted business. The purpose of their petition is to make the zoning of these parcels consistent with the RB restricted business zoning of the hospital campus and to make future connections to city water and sewer, both of which would aid in the future redevelopment of the former hospital campus. There are no development plans at this time. Will County zoning for all 8 parcels is R5, and that's single-family residential zoning in the county. This zoning classification is primarily intended for detached single-family houses on smaller lots in areas served by central water and sewer. The R5 district also allows schools, churches, community facilities, and recreation. The RB restricted business zoning in the city request is in character with the former existing medical and institutional uses in and around the former Silver Cross Hospital campus. Silver Cross also seeks to include these 8 parcels in a future tax increment finance district for this area. 5 of the 8 parcels are located north of Maple Avenue and are roughly bounded by Porter Street, Gregory Avenue, and Hague Street. These parcels are 30-07-02-410-006, 30-07-02-410-007, 30-07-02-410-009, 30-07-02-410-011, and 30-07-11-200-003. The surrounding properties are residential and are mostly within unincorporated Will County. Water service is currently unavailable in this area. The location of the nearest available water main is 900 feet to the west at Draper Avenue. The nearest sanitary sewer main is located at the intersection of Stein Street and Porter Street. The annexation of these parcels includes sections of Gregory Avenue and Porter Street. The streets would be maintained by the City of Joliet. Currently, they are maintained by the Joliet Township Highway Department. These parcels are all part of the East Joliet Sanitary District and are subject to the terms of the intergovernmental agreement between the City of Joliet and East Joliet Sanitary District. A map showing all sanitary sewer and water main locations for this petition were included in the staff materials. Parcels 30-07-11 and 207-003 and 30-07-11-207-004 are located along Hebert Street between Copperfield and Eagle. They are located across the street from one of the main parking lots of the former hospital. To the west of these parcels consists of medical and institutional uses. To the north, south, and east are residential uses. The city has annexed the majority of parcels in this area. The location of the nearest available water main is 120 feet to the north at Copperfield Avenue. Sanitary sewer is available at the site. Silver Cross requests annexation of only a small portion of parcel 30-07-11-201-041 located south of Maple Street. The city annexed the majority of this parcel on July 5th, 1983. Water service is currently unavailable in this area. The location of the nearest available water main is 800 feet to the south along Copperfield Avenue. Sanitary sewer is available at the site. All of these parcels would be required to connect to city sanitary sewer and water at the time of development. Annexation of these parcels would transfer roadway jurisdiction to the city. Future tax increment finance funds could be used for roadway improvements should these parcels be included in the proposed district. The petitioner paid detachment fees in the amount of $1,045.94 to detach from the East Joliet Fire Protection District. Silver Cross has agreed to donate a portion of the limestone from the soon-to-be demolished former Silver Cross Hospital building to the City of Joliet Area Historical Museum. The material will be salvaged during the demolition process and set aside for collection by the city and the museum. The material will be stockpiled at an off-site city-owned storage yard. Details of the donation are set forth in the annexation agreement, and that concludes the staff report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Could we have the petitioner on this item?
Once again, Michael Hansen on behalf of petitioner Silver Cross Hospital. We urge consideration and approval of our request.
Thank you. Any comments or questions from the commission? Any comments or questions from the audience? Hearing none, then a motion's in order for A-2-18.
So moved?
Second.
Call the roll.
Ms. Fine?
Aye.
Mr. Kella?
Aye.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Mr. Orlando?
Aye.
Mr. Rosanelli?
Aye.
Mr. Broderick?
Aye.
Mr. Cox?
Aye.
Mr. Crompton?
Aye.
Mr. Strong?
Aye.
Okay, next item on the agenda is new business, no public hearing. I don't believe staff has any new business. The next item would be study session, and we have nothing scheduled for the study session. The next item would be approval of the January 18th, 2018 Plan Commission meetings. A motion would be in order.
So moved?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Okay, under old new business, not for final action or recommendation, we do have a year-end report that was included in your packet. Staff did a great job with the report, and it is a compilation of all of the work that the Plan Commission did in 2017. This is a new report that we will be doing from this point forward. We also, the report has all of the cases that were reviewed. I believe there's also a, there's a list of all of the annexations and the numbers on acres annexed, total number of single family versus multifamily versus commercial lots, total square miles that were annexed, and then a very detailed case-by-case list, as well as a detailed meeting attendance list. Any comments or questions or changes, revisions to the report?
Oh, thank you. Looks fantastic.
Okay. Next item would be public comments. Okay, seeing none. A motion would be in order for adjournment.
So moved?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
And Mr. Chairman and members of the commission, I would like to mention that the Will County Governmental League will be putting on
Total Info Dailies.